Hey guys, how you going? It is March here on the Homestead. A very happy Easter. Let's see what we're up to this month. Hey guys, how you going? So, with March here on the Homestead done and dusted, it's been a really beautiful spring. All of the blossoms have started to come out now. Everything's started growing again. Everything's looking more green, which is a really nice change after the very brown landscape of winter. But yeah, so it's been really nice. I've done a few things. I'll update you on how the peas are doing. We've put in a new fence, so let's go and have a look at that first. Hey guys, so welcome to Woolly Wood. This is the new section of land that I've uncovered for the sheep. We had to put in this gate and this fence that goes along here. It also goes all the way along right out to that fence on the other side. A very simple construction, not super durable. I have used green posts, so there'll probably be some issues with that down the road, but this whole area doesn't actually need to last super well for that long. It's just got to keep the sheep contained, and while it's doing that, they come through, and all of this undergrowth, as you can see, they're already smashing it down, eating their way through it. They've got caught up in some of those vines a couple of times, but they've been doing okay. They've gone through, they've eaten a lot of the bigger plants that are in there now, but it also for the summer is going to give them a lot of shade from all of these trees in here, hence why it's called Woolly Wood. So during the summer months, this will be probably where they hang out. They even have a little shelter here. It's a little enclosure, and that will be a nice shady spot during the summer for them. But in general, they'll be able to come through and lounge around in here, so they're not sat in full sun. But on the sheep point, we will be shearing them next month, so I hope you watch next month's video and we'll see how badly I shear the sheep. But anyway, so this is Woolly Wood. It's connected to their main enclosure behind this building. This building is actually where they sleep. If you know, on the other side there was a fence. I've taken that fence out, and that means that they've got that whole field that's over that way, all the big field, and then they can come around the back here into Woolly Wood. Hand-built gate. I did this very, very cheaply with stuff I had laying around. The only thing I had to actually buy was the cement and the fixtures and fittings, and lots of screws and lots of little doohickeys to stick the wire to the posts. But hopefully it'll hold up for long enough, and yeah, it's done its job so far and kept the sheep contained. Hey guys, so this is a pear tree. This is a sheep. As you can see, the pear tree decided to flower this year, but is clearly not ready to support fruit. So all we're going to do is trim off all of these flowers before they start taking too much energy from the tree itself. And here come the lambs. Little sheepies, and one pruned tree. So this pear can now concentrate on just growing rather than trying to produce fruit. Hopefully it'll grow big and strong, so these guys can eat them. There you go, so we've stopped feeding the sheep hay, so I'm working through it and storing it for next winter. So we start off with the hay that's up here. We're putting it through a dust extractor, which is just a bit of chicken wire on a film. Underneath it all the dust falls out, and then on the left we've got the hay that we're storing. That then gets bagged up and put over there. But as you can see, the hay on this side is a dark green. The dust that comes out is very grey, and then on this side we have light green. So there is a hell of a lot of dust in that hay that comes out. We've only done 4 bags at the moment, and we've got a huge pile of dust That dust will go into the compost. Hey guys, so here are the peas. As you can see, they're doing well. Some of them already, like these ones here, about 4 inches tall. They've all, not all of them have germinated, so all of the gaps I've gone through and replanted, but obviously they're a few weeks behind. The seeds actually had only about a 70% germination rate, which was pretty poor. But I don't know how old they were. I bought them very early in the season. They might have been last year's stock. So, but we've still got enough. I've planted 1,200 peas now. Even at 70% germination rate, I'm still looking at a good 800-900 pea plants, which is more than enough for what I need. The pea plants themselves will become hay for the sheep, and the peas will be fed to the ducks and the chickens, but the ducks mainly. Ducks love peas. Well, as you can see, the cherry trees here are doing their thing. Lots and lots of blossom. It's a shame it's not blue sky day, but there is a lot of blossom on there, which should mean we get a bumper crop of cherries this year. So I think I'll be making a lot of cherry jam this year. But yeah, the cherries are out. The plums are the first to come out, then the cherries, then the apples. The plums are finished, but now the cherries are doing their thing. When you actually get close to these trees, it sounds like a beehive. You can just hear bees everywhere, so they're getting pollinated. But a lovely sign of spring is when the cherries come out. Well, quick update on the sheepies. They're all doing fine. As you can see, they're over there at Stonehenge. Here comes Chloe, coming to say hello. The lammies are doing fine. They are now off milk. They seem to be perfectly fine with that. We did have to put Blackfoot back on milk for a little while because he seemed a bit weak. But they're all chomping away on all of the spring vegetation, and yeah, they're all doing pretty well. We have quite clearly got a sheep line on some of these trees now. Everything below about 4 feet has been stripped bare, but that's not the end of the world. And the sheep are very very nice animals to have around, although we have been having a few ticks on them. They're easy to get rid of. And as I say, I'm going to shear these guys early next month, so that should be a fun video, and I'll make sure I get it to you next month. Hey guys, so this is one of the cherry trees I actually planted. It's probably about 4 years old now, I think. It's grown massively. It's actually all the way up to the top of the building. There's another one just like it behind me. But yeah, last year I had about 3 cherries on this tree, about 3 bits of blossom. As you can see, this year it's decided to go a little bit more gangbusters. We should be getting a lot more cherries off it this year. But yeah, it's nice to actually have trees that I've planted on the property bearing fruit. It's only taken this long to get here to the point where they're producing a decent amount of fruit. But yeah, it's still a good point to be at. Well, last thing this month to cover off is the wood pile. Did a hell of a lot. So there's 2 layers of wood. Obviously, it goes all the way behind the bench. That's a lot more wood than I used this year. So there's, depending on how cold next winter is and the winter after that, there's probably at least 2 years worth of cut wood. Should all be seasoned by the end of this year, well, by the end of the summer really, because when you cut the wood down, it seasons a lot quicker, and it takes about a year per inch in diameter. So if you take a 2-inch piece of wood and cut it in half, then it's only going to take half a year to season. The biggest pieces here, the maximum diameter from the middle point of any of them is about 1 inch. So the maximum time for any of this to season is a year, which is good. Some of it doesn't need to season at all. Mulberry you can burn green. Black locust you can burn green as well, because they've got such low water content anyway. There's no trouble in burning those, and they're in there as well. And I think we'll burn those first, but we've got quite a lot of wood, all harvested from my property, all grown on my property. So free fuel, free heating, no heating bill for winter, which is pretty good. And obviously with the sheep we move another few steps closer to complete sustainability, with the meat being taken care of once those guys grow up and end up in the pot. But anyway guys, that's all we've got time for this month. I've got a few photos, we've had lots of flowers, so we'll put those up on the screen. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves, hope you have a very happy Easter, and I will of course talk to you again soon. Alright, have a good one.